Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Prabhu. ठीक है, ग्रेट ग्रेट, कर देंगे तो। मैं कर आधे घंटे में कर दूंगा तो। ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है, चलो ग्रेट, ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है, समझ गए। ठीक है ठीक है, ग्रेट, कर देंगे तो। आधे 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 घंटे में कर देंगे। राम राम हरे हरे। ओके, दिख रहा है, स्क्रीन दिख रहा है। मैत्रेय उवाचा अंगो अश्वमेधम राजर्षिः अजहारा महाक्रतुम् नाजग्मुर्देवतास्तस्मिन् आहूता ब्रह्मवादिभिः। मैत्रेय उवाच अंगो अश्वमेधं राजर्षिः अंगो अश्वमेधं राजर्षिः आजहारा महाक्रतुम् नाजग्मुर्देवतास्तस्मिन् आहूता ब्रह्मवादिभिः। मैत्रेय उवाच अंगो अश्वमेधं राजर्षिः अंगो अश्वमेधं राजर्षिः अंगो अश्वमेधं राजर्षिः अजहारा महाक्रतुम् नाजग्मुर्देवतास्तस्मिन् आहूता ब्रह्मवादिभिः। Start chanting. जो बोल रहा है ना उसकी तरफ कैमरा। Thank you, everybody. Maitreya Uvacha. Maitreya answered, Angaha, King Anga, Ashramedham, Ashramedha sacrifice, Raja Rishihi, the saintly king, Ajahara, executed, Mahakratum, great sacrifice, Na, nor, Ajagmuhu, came, Devataha, the demigods, Tasmin, in that sacrifice, Ahutaha, being invited, Brahmavadibihi, by the Brahmanas, expert in executing sacrifice. She Maitreya replied, my dear Vidura, once the great king Anga arranged to perform the great sacrifice known as Ashramedha. All the expert Brahmanas present knew how to invite the demigod, but in spite of their efforts, no demigod past spirit appeared in that sacrifice. She Maitreya replied, my dear Vidura, once the great king Anga arranged to perform the great sacrifice known as Ashramedha. All the expert Brahmanas present knew how to invite Devi. But in spite of their efforts, no demigods participated or appeared in that sacrifice. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. A Vedic sacrifice is not an ordinary performance. The demigods used to participate in such sacrifices, and the animals sacrificed in such sacrifices were incarnated with new life. In this age of Kali, there are no powerful Brahmanas who can invite the demigods or give renewed life to animals. Formerly, the Brahmanas were well conversant in Vedic mantras, could show the potency of the mantras, but in this age, because there are no such Brahmanas, all such sacrifices are forbidden. The sacrifice in which horses were offered was called Ashwamedha. Sometimes cows were sacrificed, Gavalambha, not for eating purposes, but to give them new life in order to show the potency of the mantra. In this age, therefore, the only practical yajna is Sankirtana yajna or chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 24 hours a day. Hare Krishna.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishaya Mukshine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gaudavani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashat Deshatarine Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gauda Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, everybody. So welcome. We are very happy. So many devotees have come all over the place to participate in the inauguration of the new temple. Now, the very purpose of, what is the purpose of a temple? People are thinking about so many things. But even when they see a temple, they remember the Lord, at least a faint, Krishna's temple. Which temple is Krishna's temple? So we are bringing in their attention Krishna. And then when they enter the temple, very surrounding of the temple, all Krishna Leela everywhere, the way the Lord is kept in a very respectable position, that atmosphere, very nicely designed in the Vedic times, infuses within their heart some kind of respect and focus on Krishna. And as people in India have been trained from centuries, religiously trained, true that it may not be the effect is reducing on the younger generation, but overall still, Prabhupada used to say, even if the elephant is dead elephant has value. Okay? So even though the Vedic culture is dead, but still by ear it is holding people. So people come and they see the Lord, they pay obeisances. They do sometimes, which is not supposed to be done, they rotate in the same place. It's all influence of Mayavada. But we should, when you see the deities, we should pay obeisance. Don't go around yourself, go around the deities. Take a parikrama of the temple. And and seeing the kirtan there, they see the devotees there. Somewhere an opportunity comes for them to think about Krishna. And this is the minimum. And then they participate in the Sankirtana, they develop some taste, the pleasure, the Krishna consciousness, Mahavandana, Lord Chaitanya is distributing his movement. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's prediction is everybody on earth will be Krishna conscious. So the temple becomes a tool in his hand, Lord, and we become an instrument for that. And more people by means of Sankirtana, by means of Katha, by means of association, Prasadam, supported by Prasadam, they become devotees. And that's what the purpose is. And the temple does more than this, just catering to the visitors. Devotees go out, they do Sankirtana, they visit people, they preach in schools, colleges, different places. More and more, it becomes active. So Prabhupada used to say, Krishna conscious movement is a boon on human society. The temple becomes a boon for the city, where people are actually getting the real benefit. So now we have the situation of Anga, just let us study what is the situation. Is that Anga is a great king, very devoted, everything is perfect as far as this life is concerned. But somehow there seems to be some effect of past sinful activity. He is not getting a child. And then he prays to the Brahmana. The Brahmana saying that we are doing yajna properly, but no devatas are appearing. And then let us worship the Supreme Lord. And when he is pleased, the devatas will also be pleased. Looks like they are not fulfilling. So if you see in this way, actually throughout the Vedic literature, throughout the Bhagavatam, we are pushed to surrender to Krishna. What are they asking him? Surrender to Krishna. Now what does it mean, surrender to Krishna? It means to advance in Krishna consciousness. You cannot have surrender independent of advancement in Krishna consciousness. Doesn't make sense. Correct? Surrender means we should advance. You understanding? Now you study the Vedic literature in that perspective. Just look at the first canto of Bhagavatam. What is happening? All the sages are collected together. What do people do when they collect together? They generally talk about manoranjan, entertainment. Did you see the cricket match? Did you see the movie? Did you see that actress? Did you see that politician? They're only talking about things which titillate their mind. But the great sages are collected together for spiritual advancement. Not only of themselves, for the public. They're very worried. Has the Kali Yuga started? How the people will advance in spiritual life? Look at their questions. Where is the dharma gone now? As the Kali Yuga, Lord Krishna has departed. How people can become totally happy? Isn't it? What are the questions there are? Can you tell us the essence of the Vedic literature? These are called great sages. Therefore, Prabhupada says there is no point in assembly of fools. Rather, it should not be allowed. Therefore, we do not today, all the political rallies mean Shudras collect together. Correct? Shudra doesn't mean by birth, please. Otherwise, somebody put a case on me. Isn't it? All fools gather together. And some nonsense resolutions are passed, meaningless resolutions. Meaningless talk is given. Meaningless hearing is given. All purposeless and meaningless, waste of time, lot of waste of money. Correct? In every election they spend lakhs of crores. As far as I know, in Mangalore area, election means minimum 5 crore you have to spend. That is one person. And multiply by each MP, 500. But just imagine what this, and then the party spends for publicity. Crores waste, just total waste. Humongous waste. And then no result, no benefit. Prabhupada said one person was ruler, then another person becomes a ruler. Both of them are not able to benefit because they are not advanced in Krishna consciousness. You can only benefit somebody if you advance in Krishna consciousness. And then now let us go to the very hearing of the Bhagavatam, first whole Bhagavatam. Parikshit Maharaj has been unnecessarily cursed for a very minor offense. King is a king at the end of the day. He can command, hey, give me water. He can do that. And he didn't do that. He can give a small punishment, okay, put a death penalty. But, my God, he's being given death penalty for that small offense. Very small offense. True? But what did he do? He understood my focus is to advance in Krishna consciousness. What we will not have done like that. I tell you, none of us. Easy to speak philosophy, very difficult to practice. First thing, we would have cried. Correct or not? Ladies are very soft-hearted. First thing they will cry. Are, mere saath anyaya ho gaya. True? And men also, Kali Yuga are like the ladies only. And they will also cry. True? They can't take it. We have to really be advanced. There was no ill intention in the part of the when I put the dead snake, it's just a moment it happened. But it has come from a boy, but he's from a Brahmin community. I can counter curse. He did not. He could have repelled the curse. He did not. What did he thought? Krishna's will. What is Krishna desiring? I don't know. I want to advance more and more in spiritual life. I do not know what is the way. Krishna knows. You got it? He understands that culturally and with the etiquette, he is not going to fight against it. I am going to accept this now. But this looks to be some arrangement by Krishna for my spiritual advancement, because Krishna is Adbhuta Karmana. He is always wonderful. True. Now this is easy to speak. Now somebody does a mistake and by that I am affected, we do get hurt. But at least slowly, as we become more and more advanced, we should be able to understand the Lord's will. Then the next thing that happens, next instance you can take. So you just focus, and then Shukamuni arrives. He says, wow, now I understood why Krishna did this. He says, I am not even a Kshatriya, I am a Kshatriya Bandhu. But wow, I got such a fortune that the greatest devotee of Krishna on earth has come. And he peacefully sits and enjoys hearing. He says, what should I do? Should I just focus on Krishna? He also wants to advance his spiritual life. Let us have some Krishna Katha. But a great, not for us. For us, when we glorify Krishna, it is sadhana. And class is coming, you take. Because it's sadhana. Sadhana means somebody else can do it a little better. But we do it for purification. But great acharyas, they actually relish. They become excited when there is opportunity, because they know they're going into an ocean of pleasure. And they always seek opportunity to glorify. So Shukamuni becomes a Variya. And he says, Shota Vyadini Rajendra, people have so much subject matter of hearing. Ninam Santim. Who knows the shloka? Very good. Or gold medalist. So Shota Vyadini, he says, yes, he has so many, that's what we are. He's actually referring to us. Because once Srila Prabhupada was telling in the class, we should be grave. So one devotee for 2-3 days, not speaking to anybody. So Prabhupada understood. He said in the class, grave doesn't mean to just become silent. Grave means that being interested in only one thing, advancement in Krishna consciousness. That is gravity. Grave means to become serious. Correct? Grave doesn't mean to become silent. Shukdev Goswami spoke for 7 days. Grave doesn't mean he's speaking so much. No. Is he focused on Krishna spiritual advancement? That is grave. So now what happens? We have who? We have Shukdev Goswami. So taken an opportunity to enjoy. And then he speaks at the end of his small speech in 2nd canto. He says, Tasmat Bharata Sarvatma. Bhagavan Ishvaro Hari. My dear Parikshit Maharaj, he didn't say, such a son. Even Samika Rishi doesn't cry when he hears. He said, what has happened? He sent a message to the king. He understands some will of the Lord. Because nothing can happen with us. This is the philosophy at the background. But as we advance, it becomes part of our system. Tasmad Bharat Sarvatma Bhagavan Ishvaro Harihi Shotavya Kirtitavyasya Smaratam Ichatam Abhayam. If you want to become really fearless, you want to just focus your mind on Krishna. Bhagavan Ekena Manasa. Bhayam Dvitiya Anuveshita Shad. Yes, who knows the full shloka? Bhayam Dvitiya Anuveshita Syad. Ishat Apatasya Viparyoyo Smritihi. If we have any thought other than Krishna, we are inviting danger. Bhaya is going to come. A fearful condition is going to come if my meditation is on anything other than Krishna. Because if there is meditation other than Krishna, then we'll get absorbed in that, we'll get attached to that and take birth again. Bhaya is waiting. Fearful condition, Yamaloka is waiting, so many things. So there is ekena manasa. Arjuna also in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, fight. Now what about a family? What are you doing? Why there is anything else other than Krishna? Krishna said, fight. Oh no, there is nothing. What is the way there is a discussion? Prabhupada says in the purport, Arjuna should not even consider the order. He has to just execute it. That is the standard of pure devotion. True, Arjuna was in the situation because of the Yogamaya of the Lord. Otherwise, he is always ekena manasa. Ekena manasa. Okay? So this is what is actually being developed. So Anga, very interesting thing how his life unfolds actually. Okay? Before that, I'll take some more instances from the just first canto of Bhagavatam. Then what happens? It says Krishna is the source of all incarnation. Previous to that, dharma, the definition dharma is Savai pumsa paro dharmo gata bhakti adokshaje ahetuki apratihata yayatma supersidati. So our focus should be to just satisfy Krishna, and automatically then only the soul becomes satisfied. If that is not there, like Vedavyasa, the next chapter will come. Next chapter clarifies that all Devi Devta, everybody, including all Vishnu Tattvas, everybody, Krishna is the source. Ekena Manasa gives a reason for that. Then go to the next chapter. What is the next chapter? Vedavyasa is not satisfied. He thinks, what I have done wrong? He is thinking if I fought with somebody. No. He says, what I have done wrong? Did I not? He himself questioned, did I have made a mistake of not focusing on Krishna? So we also, if you look in the heart, we can see that actually I am not fully satisfied. Because we don't look at the real thing. We are lost into the, Mana Puja Pratishta, Kutinati Jivahim, Nishidachar. We are lost into all those things. We are not able to focus on Krishna, and we don't see that. We don't see the root cause of all the problems in that I am not satisfied Krishna. It's actually Krishna consciousness so obvious like a nose in front of the face. We don't see that. And that's what Vedavyasa, that's what Narada Muni tells him. You have done everything. Aren't we the same situation? You think, Vedavyasa did a big... What about you? He led a pure life. He wrote Mahabharata. Spotless life he has lived. Correct? He is the incarnation of God. He has done so much. He has many celebrated devotees, disciples. An amazing work he has done. What we have done in our life. Sinful life, full of sinful activities, full of unwanted desires, and full of all, where we are nowhere. But Vedavyasa, such an eminent personality is feeling, is being instructed by Narada. You have not properly focused on the Lord. You have written so many Puranas, you have done so much Upanishads, you have written Mahabharata, you have written even Vedanta, but you didn't properly focus upon the Lord. See, the whole Bhagavatam is pushing us to just focus. Prabhupada, that is what Krishna consciousness is. The art of focusing our attention on Krishna is called Krishna consciousness. And by various examples, whole Bhagavatam brings to that. Then what happens? Just like Parikshit Maharaj just is taking his mind away from it, just focusing on Krishna. So Narada Muni says, yes, focus on Krishna. And Vedavyasa says, okay, let me do that now. Bhakti yoge na manasi. Shloka. Samyak pranihite amale apashat purusham purna maya tatapasya. He just focused his mind on Krishna. Then what happened? He saw the Lord. Apashat purusham purna, Supreme Lord. Maya tatapa. Maya totally under his control. He got darshan. Yaya samohito jiva atmanam trina gurunatmakam paro api manute. It continues. Okay? He actually enjoys darshan of the Lord, and he understands unnecessarily people are suffering because of bereft of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, Satya Chakra Samhita, he wrote the Srimad-Bhagavatam to benefit the world. Because they do not know, just by hearing Bhagavatam, their life can be saved. How beautiful. Then they go to the next, and then he starts that, wonderful. Then you go to the next chapter, Bhishma. Now at the bed of arrows, Arjuna has come. Did he tell Arjuna? मेरे को तूने गलत मारा, मेरे को मालूम है, तेरे ही बाण थे, मालूम है, शिकंडी का कुछ नहीं था, बदमाश अभी आ रहा मुंह दिखाने, है ना? Did he say that? His mind was not in that platform at all. What did he understand? Krishna's will. Correct? I did my best, my duty, but Krishna's will. And anyway, higher advance, he knows I was giving pleasure to Krishna by throwing arrows at him. He knows that. He's in a very advanced consciousness. And no remorse in his heart. And he takes opportunity. It is said, first he does his duty by guiding the Pandavas to rule. He's very happy. Such a great saint. Yudhishthira is going to rule the world. And then he withdraws his mind. The Bhagavatam says the person who fought on 1,000 wars, had spoken from 1,000 places, everything, withdrew his mind from everywhere and focused upon Krishna. Again he is doing the same thing. You see what Bhagavatam is teaching us actually by practical example. Isn't it? Focused on Krishna. And he focuses on Krishna and offers praise to Krishna. Have you done that? अभी किया भाई? We take our mind away. हमारा हालत तो ऐसा है जैसे somebody goes to Tirupati for darshan, you get how much? 30 seconds. उसमें भी phone call में निकल के बाद. ऐसा हालत. Human life is only a very short time. We have spent crores of years to come to human life. In that also mobile में निकल गए. Time निकल गया. Every moment is precious. We cannot get this moment again. So to become grave, to advance spiritual life means avyartha kalatranam. Not 1 minute we should let pass without activity for our spiritual advancement. So what is the difference if you see Prabhupada and us? The difference is only seriousness. We are also chanting, is also chanting, but when he's chanting Krishna Prema, why he's on samadhi on Krishna, he's praying to Krishna. He doesn't let a moment pass without praying to Krishna. For us, many months since we prayed to the Lord. कर रहे हैं साधना गड़ but no feeling. Priti purvakam. Just going on as some sound is being made, but there is no feeling. Nam aparadha, nama bhasa, shuddha nam. Correct? Shuddha nam. So both are chanting, but there is a difference. So similarly, all the devotion service can be done in Kanishta attitude, in Madhyama attitude, and Uttama attitude. We should not stop devotion service just because it is in Kanishta attitude, it is offered in Tamoguna, but we should be conscious where actually we are situated. Hey, give one chair. Okay, now we see the Bhishma's example, and then we see the Queen Kunti example. Queen Kunti also. The next we see Queen Kunti example. She also offers prayers. He said, Chindi. Said, my dear Lord, Sneham Pashamidam Chindi. Please break my so-called attachment to this family, that family. I don't know what to do now. I'm praying. What I'm praying? That my Lord, don't go, you stay here. But if you stay here, then the other family, she comes from Vrishni family, the Dwarka, they will be crying. And if I say, you go, then my children will cry. So she shows asamanjas. So he says, cut off my all attachments. These are all coming from attachment. Let me just, just like a river Ganges flows to the ocean, let my mind be just focus on Krishna's lotus feet. What is the shloka? Just like a river Ganges flows to the ocean. Yes, who knows this? Chalo, anyway. Acharya Mataji is not there. Okay. So then it continues here, and then you see that in this way, if you look at whole Bhagavatam, when Arjuna is about to kill Ashwatthama, Draupadi comes. Will this act be for your spiritual advancement, or are you just taking a revenge? You see, every act somebody says something, we reply back, correct? We do not think that. Just like Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Varanasi, and they came and told him, Prakashananda Saraswati and the gang are criticizing you. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Bakwas Mayavadi hai, kyun dimag kharab karte? No, he just smiled. He had a plan. He had even compassion for them. Somebody is criticizing you, somebody is envious of you. It's actually both the factors were there. He's doing Nama Sankirtana and whole crowd is dancing with an ecstasy. And Prakash and Saraswati, they become envious and it's criticizing him. What we will do? We will also criticize. Some words hum bhi bol denge. Yatha bola, hum bhi bol denge. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only smiled and thought how to deliver this. They said a great man means he thinks how to do best for his greatest enemy. We see that in the character of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Think, what should I do? What should I do? And then he plans a trick. The whole game is planned. He knows first is the ego I have to handle. Therefore he sits below, washes feet, sits outside only. And Prakashananda Saraswati knows he is the person of, in the news. Everybody talking, man is sitting outside below. His heart melts. We have to create a discussion means there has to be proper decorum, that's why we just don't debate without respect, correct? With affection, they discuss philosophy. And then one person accept other person as a teacher. It is no regret in it. No, mere ego chala gaya. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then he holds a hand of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, brings him inside. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu does that Mahaprakash becomes effulgent like sun. They all look at him. You are Narayana. They speak from their mouth because Mayavadis means anybody, you are Narayana, they feel very happy telling them. So he says, you are Narayana. Again devotion service. They spoke. And then after that they said that why are you chanting Hare Krishna, not discussing philosophy? Took a humble attitude. My guru said I am a fool, number one. What Vedanta I will understand. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu defeated Keshav Kashmiri when he was a small boy. He is not a fool. But he took that role and actually Prabhupada, that is for us. What Vedanta we will study. We chant Hare Krishna mantra and that gives us all the knowledge. So in this way, if you see the Vedic, now let us finish with the Anga life, then come to our life. Now you see Anga, what happens is that same thing, similar happens. He is a great person, some past activity, sinful activity, he is not getting a child. He tells the sages, say, don't worry, let us focus on Krishna. What you should do? Let us worship Krishna. Put your mind, see these are all impelling us. Good or bad, it can impel us to think about Krishna. Let us just focus on Krishna. Then the Devatas will be satisfied and they'll fulfill your desire to have a child who will be the next ruler. And it does that. They do, and the Lord appears. From the yagna, a personality comes with a sweet rice. And being very liberal, even though his wife was not from a pauper bag, she was a daughter of death personified. And he gives the sweet rice to her. She has a child. But very interesting thing it is said there. Prabhupada says, the boy has a quality of the mother. And the mother has quality of the father. So if you are a son, you have a quality of your nana. And a daughter has a quality of the father. Father has quality of his mother. Interesting, huh? So this Anga has a son called Vena, who has the qualities of his mother. Mother has the quality of the father, who is death personified. Therefore he was evil personified. Okay. So any good qualities you have, you can give credit to your nana. And all the good qualities you have, you can give credit to your girls means will go to father. Father goes to mother. दादी को जाएगा. तो जितने भी अच्छे गुण हैं दादी से आ रहे हैं. जितने Huh?
Crisscross in return.
What is that?
Crisscross.
हाँ, crisscross हो रहा है.
Crisscross in return.
Interesting.
Wave of evil of
हाँ.
crisscross.
Krishna consciousness में हम we overcome, but कहाँ overcome? We are in that quality. So any good qualities we have, give credit, right place. दादी को याद करना, आप लोग नाना को याद करना. So anyway, interesting. So then what happened? The boy is born very demonic, and he tries to train him in Krishna consciousness. He is not able to train. And what he understands? I am not able to do my duty. But my primary purpose in life is to advance in Krishna consciousness. Secretly, he leaves the kingdom one day and goes to the forest, meditates on Krishna. With no regret, no remorse. Correct? And he was such a good king, the whole kingdom was, "Ye gaya kidhar ye aadmi?" Whole kingdom was, aajkal kya hai? One prime minister of India was thinking, without me, how the country will run. उसी के वजह से पार्टीशन हुआ, उसी के वजह से इतना सत्यानाश हुआ. वो सोच रहा है मेरे बिना ये देश जिएगा कैसे. ऐसे लोग, correct? You know, people think without me how it will run. But actually it is not true. But Anga was not like that. Actually he was a great ruler. Actually he was such a great saint. It is said when Yudhishthira Maharaj became the ruler, there was no anxiety in his kingdom. It became Bhulok Vaikuntha. Whole earth became Vaikuntha. People are so happy, virtuous. True? So that is the quality. So Anga then, even now let us come to Srila Prabhupada. Isn't it the same thing? Great disaster happened. Somebody did theft in his shop, factory. Okay, you can put Vyavarika level, you can put a case on it. Then what happens? Similar things happen, few things like that. He is not disturbed by that. He said, what is Krishna's plan? So internally, externally should be different. Externally, Vyavarika, yes, yaar, my business ho gaya. He writes a letter to his father-in-law. Save my honor, I am not able to pay the creditors. I am in great difficulty now. But internally he understands what's the will of Krishna. And he understands, he sees the situation, because he has no money now, nobody is interested in him. His own family members are not interested. There was one man, I said, how is your life going on? So he opened his purse. He said, till the day there is money in this purse, my wife and children are interested in me. The day I finish money in this purse, in the same house I will become a dog. Many people have told me this. He said when the day they retired, they went to office, nobody in the office had any interest in them. Retirement के पहले दिन तक क्या होता है? Everybody, sir, you must be retiring at a senior post. हैं लोग जो रिटायर हुए, आप अभी जाओ ऑफिस में, मतलब वो कदर गई. काम हो गया, छोड़ो. अभी एमएलए बोला मेरे को मैंगलोर में. अब पहले जो एमएलए था, हर दिन सुबह 500 लोग पहुंच जाते थे. अब कुत्ता भी नहीं जाता देखने के लिए. Isn't it true? So Prabhupada saw that reality. Now I have no money, nobody is interested in me. So what he thought? This is Krishna's will. He understood without any remorse, without any regret. अरे मेरा एजेंसी था, क्यों ले लिया, वो चोरी क्यों किया, वो मेरा बिजनेस ठप हो गया, मेरा फैक्ट्री बंद हो गया. He is not, he detached himself, understood will of the Lord, and without any regret is sitting in Vrindavan, just like Parikshit Maharaj, without any regret is sitting in bank of the Yamuna in Delhi, and is hearing with great pleasure, no distraction, no pain in his heart. So many things have happened. He's just enjoying hearing Bhagavatam. Similarly, we also, the whole journey. I was telling this recently, just like Dhruva Maharaj. Now you see, whole sort of tamasha happened in his life. किसी ने चिल्ला दिया उसको, वो घर छोड़ के चला गया, ये हुआ, वो हुआ, नारद मुनि को मिला, और पूजा. At the end, he saw the Lord. So similarly, Krishna also हमारे जिंदगी में है, क्या करना है, ऐसे जो गुड़ खिलाते रहते हैं. At the end, you catch Krishna. Then it is success. You'll forget. The moment you advance in Krishna consciousness and catch Krishna's lotus feet, all the tamasha is only leading to that. Krishna knows. So अभी हमको समझ नहीं आता है, अरे यार ऐसा हो गया, ये चिल्ला दिया, वो कर दिया. शांत हो जाओ, Gad 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 khila rahe hain Krishna so that you can ultimately surrender to him. And that is the purpose of the Vedic literature, and that is the purpose of this whole Krishna consciousness. So in ourselves also, we see the example of Prabhupada, no regret, no remorse. In fact, he was saying, actually I should have done early. But, once Prabhupada is giving a class, so when Krishna, you become special mercy means Krishna takes away everything. So the devotee started laughing. The Prabhupada said, don't laugh. When it is taken away, it is very painful. Correct? But he says, now if I look at it, I had so many children which I left. I have thousands now. Krishna has given me back 1,000 times. So in that way, if you look in a proper perspective, Adbhuta Karamana, Krishna is always a wonderful actor. When he lifts a mountain, he's a wonderful actor. Definitely, we say that. But actually in our life also, every moment is active. He's always a wonderful actor for every person. It's not that he's acting put together, no. Every individual person, Krishna is a wonderful actor. We should, as we advance, abhi to kya, we are beginners. But philosophically, as we advance spiritual, whatever happens, wonderful. In core of the heart. Externally, we have to behave vyavaharically. Correct? We go to somebody's house, somebody has died. Krishna, you are wonderful. People will give you a slap. Internally. Krishna, what is your wish? You are a wonderful actor. Correct? Not that you say wonderful. They will get angry at you. Wonderful, wonderful. Internally in the heart. Among the devotees, yes, therefore it is said when a great saint passes from this world, that is also wonderful. We celebrate that day. Adbhuta Karavana. So Krishna is always a wonderful actor, and every step in our life, there is a test. So great devotees, their only focus is spiritual advancement. Their only focus is spiritual advancement. And that will be tested at every moment. And that is called grave. That is serious person. His only focus, he's only moving, taking steps for his own spiritual advancement. Okay, Srila Prabhupada ki. Srimadbhagavatam ki. Any questions, anybody? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you.
So you are all on the way. You are all not coming.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
आप सब रास्ते में हैं.
Prabhuji. In plane.
चलो Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji.